Welcome to The Perspective. Here, we look where others turn away, deep, dark, direct. Today, thermodynamics. A concept that governs the universe, from the stars to your breath. Energy, entropy, the relentless drive toward equilibrium. Thermodynamics is the language of reality. It shows us why everything flows, why everything ends, why we exist, and why life is an eternal struggle against chaos. We'll dive into history, into science, into the laws that bind us, and into the philosophy that shapes us, and find a truth that can set us free. I'm a Bitcoiner, I see the world differently, and I'll show you what lurks in the shadows. This will be intense, this will be eerie. Stay tuned, it'll grip you. Picture this, a steaming power plant, the machines roar, smoke rises into the sky. In the distance, a star burns, millions of years old, its energy driving life on Earth. In your body, in every cell, sugar turns into energy. You live, you breathe, you fight. That's thermodynamics, the science of energy, heat, motion. It's everywhere, in technology, in nature, in the universe. But it's more than physics. It's a lesson about order and chaos, about life and death, about the limits of our existence, and the force that drives us to fight against entropy. What does thermodynamics tell us about the world and about ourselves? Let's start with history. Thermodynamics emerged in the 19th century during the Industrial Revolution. Steam engines powered factories, but no one fully understood how they worked. French engineer Sadi Carnot laid the foundation in 1824. In his work on the motive power of fire, he described how heat is converted into work, the basis of thermodynamics. He showed that energy isn't lost, but flows, a cycle that reveals efficiency and limits. In the 1850s, scientists like Rudolf Clausius and William Thomson, Lord Kelvin, formulated the main laws of thermodynamics. Clausius introduced the concept of entropy, a measure of disorder that explains the direction of time. Thomson connected thermodynamics to cosmology, predicting the heat death of the universe. These laws weren't abstract theories, they were answers to practical questions. How can we make machines more efficient? How does energy work? But the answers went deeper. They revealed the laws that govern the universe, from the birth of stars to the end of time. Thermodynamics has four main laws. We'll focus on the first three, the core ones. The first law, also called the law of energy conservation, states energy can neither be created nor destroyed, it can only be transformed. Imagine this, you light a match. The chemical energy in the wood turns into heat and light, but nothing is lost. In the universe, the total energy is constant. It only flows from one form to another. This law is the foundation of everything. From how your car works, gasoline turns into motion energy, to the energy the sun sends to Earth to grow plants. Energy is eternal, but it's never free. The second law introduces us to entropy. Entropy is a measure of disorder, of chaos. The second law states, in a closed system, entropy always increases, or stays the same. That means, things always move toward chaos, toward equilibrium. Imagine a hot piece of metal in a cold room. The heat flows from the metal to the room until everything is the same temperature, equilibrium. That's entropy at work. This law explains why machines are never 100% efficient. Some energy is always lost as useless heat. It also explains why time has a direction. The universe began with high order, the Big Bang, and has been moving toward chaos ever since. The second law is a grim truth, everything strives for disorder, for the end. Scientists call this the heat death of the universe. In billions of years, everything will reach energy equilibrium, no motion, no life. A cold, eternal silence. The third law gives us a limit. The entropy of a system approaches zero as the temperature nears absolute zero, minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. This means there's a state of perfect order, but it's unattainable. No system can reach absolute zero. It's a theoretical limit. This law is less practical but philosophically profound. It shows us that perfect order, perfect control, remains a dream. Thermodynamics teaches us humility. We can harness the universe's laws, but we can't break them. Thermodynamics isn't just theory, it's reality. It powers our world. Steam engines, cars, power plants, they all follow the laws of energy conversion. Refrigerators and air conditioners work against entropy by pumping heat from one place to another, but they can't defeat it. There are always losses. In nature, thermodynamics explains how life works. Plants use the sun's energy to make sugar, animals eat plants to survive, an eternal cycle of energy conversion. Even the universe itself follows these laws. Stars form, burn, die, their energy flows, their entropy grows. Thermodynamics is the heartbeat of existence. But let's dig deeper, beyond the physics, into philosophy. Thermodynamics is a lesson about order and chaos, about life and death, about the limits of our existence, and the struggle that defines us. The second law, entropy, shows us everything strives for chaos, for the end, including us. Life itself is a rebellion against entropy. Every cell in your body fights against chaos. It takes in energy, builds complex structures, proteins, DNA, organs, and keeps disorder at bay. You eat, breathe, think, all to push back against entropy, to preserve order. But this fight isn't eternal. Over time, your body breaks down. Your cells stop renewing, entropy wins. This is the cycle of life, a temporary victory against chaos, a defiance of the inevitable. Philosophically, life is a paradoxical miracle. It defies the universe's laws by creating order where chaos should reign, but only for a while. Biologist Erwin Schrödinger wrote in 1944 in What is Life? That life is a process that generates negative entropy order by drawing energy from its surroundings. But entropy catches up. It's the law that binds us all. This realization is grim, but also liberating. Your life is an act of resistance, a spark of order in the chaos of the universe. It's precious because it's fleeting, a dance on the edge of entropy. How does this connect to Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a system that fights entropy, a system of order in a world of chaos. The blockchain, through proof of work, creates an immutable truth, a structure that doesn't decay. But here's where it gets profound. Bitcoin is thermodynamically secured, and that makes it a bridge between the physical and digital worlds. Let's break this down. The proof of work mechanism is the heart of Bitcoin. Miners worldwide use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems, hash functions. These problems are designed to be solved only through raw computational power, requiring massive amounts of energy. This energy, electricity from power plants generated by fossil fuels, hydropower, or solar cells, is converted into computational work to validate transactions and add new blocks to the blockchain. That's the first law of thermodynamics in action. Energy is transformed, not created or destroyed. But the second law, entropy, is also at play. Some of the energy is lost as heat. The miners' computers hum, overheat, contributing to the chaos of the physical world. Yet this energy is what makes Bitcoin indestructible. Each block in the blockchain is a thermodynamic proof. Energy was consumed, work was done, truth was created. An attacker who wants to manipulate the blockchain would need to expend more energy than the entire network has used since its inception, a thermodynamic barrier that's practically insurmountable. Estimates suggest the Bitcoin network consumes around 150 terawatt-hours annually, more than some countries. This energy isn't waste, it's the anchor that roots the digital world in physical reality. Every transaction, every block is a testament to this energy. Watt by watt, the freedom Bitcoin offers is grounded in the physical world, a bridge between matter and code, between chaos and order. Bitcoin is a thermodynamic marvel. It harnesses the universe's laws to create a system of truth that can't lie, that can't be controlled. Just as life fights entropy by creating order, Bitcoin fights digital chaos by embedding physical energy into its code, a rebellion against disorder, a testament to freedom. Yet thermodynamics reminds us even Bitcoin isn't immune to entropy. The mining process generates heat, contributes to chaos, accelerates the world's entropy, a reminder that even freedom has its price. In a world that forces us into collectivism, Bitcoin is an act of individualism, and thermodynamics is its foundation. What does this mean for you? Thermodynamics is more than physics. It's a truth about life, a philosophical mirror. Energy flows, entropy grows, everything ends. But until then, you have the power to create, to live, to fight. Your life is a rebellion against entropy, a spark of order in the chaos of the universe. Just as Bitcoin uses energy to create truth, you can use your energy to create meaning. The laws of the universe are incorruptible, but they give you a framework. Use your energy before it disperses. Build order before chaos prevails. Find your freedom before equilibrium sets in. In a world that controls us, understanding thermodynamics is an act of liberation, a wake-up call to shape your life, to find your truth, to resist entropy as long as you can. Picture this: you're sitting in the dark, the screen flickers. The machines roar, the stars burn, the energy flows, but chaos approaches. Your heart beats, a spark of order, a rebellion against entropy, but time runs out. The air is cold, the chains of the old world rattle, but within you, a truth breaks through. This is the perspective. What do you think? How do you fight against entropy? How do you use your energy to create order? Write it in the comments. Your voice keeps the mystery alive. If this perspective grips you, subscribe to The Perspective. Give this video a like, share it with the brave. Let's hunt the shadows and find the freedom. Until next time, stay awake. The truth lives in the code.